Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our next episode of The Garage. Um, Here tonight we have a special guest, Mugzy McFly. Thank you for coming through, man.
Always.
We appreciate it. Seriously. Um, and our usual Paul, Star,
Respect.
long distance to no people Dilla. Odian, the girls, sugar.
Okay.
Yes, and Nish is not here with us tonight. Shane is not here with us tonight. Jabbar is not here with us tonight.
It's a joke, man.
Yeah. So tonight's topic is in the world of fashion. So Mugzy, a long-time friend of mine.
What's going on?
I've known you for what? Over probably 10 years more?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
like
Mugzy is
12.
a fashion designer.
I tried.
Yeah. Mugzy have one of the artist logo I've ever seen on any brand. You know, when I see it, I call it the halo or the crown, you know. So Mugzy, thank you for coming through again, man.
Always.
So what inspired you to become a fashion designer?
Honestly, it was being broke. That's what it really was, because I feel like you got to play the cards you was dealt. So you come into the world and you can't control how tall you are, what color you are, what race you are, how much money your parents or your household has. But one thing you can control is how you look, for the most part. And it got to a point where I eventually got old enough to notice that once you start getting deep into school, and it's like, oh, when I wear these shoes, people react this way. Oh, first day of school, everybody looks good. You actually could feel good. And it's kind of like chasing that acceptance and that feeling. And that kind of was like the first thing that made me want to get anywhere near fashion. That was it.
Okay. And Odian and Paul, please feel free to ask Mugzy any question. All right? I don't want you guys to sit here like a mannequin.
Oh, my God.
White.
Yes.
What? White.
So do you have like a notable mentor that you look up to?
Not actually. I feel like everything I ever learned, I kind of stole. Like, if I wanted to learn something from you, I wouldn't necessarily come here with a notepad. I'd just pay attention to you and study you from a distance.
Yeah, like
it wouldn't be like you're calling me every day and giving me hours and lessons. I've never really had that. Everything I've learned from a person is like with life. I just took it, it was just there, and I just observed and like, okay, that's how you go about that. That's how this goes.
Yeah, I wouldn't say steal or
I'll say
stole.
steal.
But yeah, like what you said before, I can go with that. I guess imitate.
Yeah.
Life imitate arts.
Amen.
So that's the best teacher. Life is the best teacher.
Why I do say still is because I feel like some parts people didn't want to give you. So some things they'll give you game, and then some things like they'll have their flaws, and I'll take from their flaws the parts that I need to not have that flaw. So that's why I say still, because it's not like always something that's like, here, you need to know this. So that's why I use the word
But
still.
when people hear steal, they think that go on.
Nah, you know what?
Yeah, don't listen.
Rob,
Don't listen to Paul.
Nah,
ski
the
mask.
real reason I say that is because I want people to know that with this, you kind of got to be that aggressive.
Yeah, well,
There's
that's
nothing
not a
new under
bad.
the sun, Everything is copied and
Yeah, but it's nothing bad with what he's saying. But some people, it's when they hear certain words, they.
All right.
they
But anyway,
exactly.
Mugzy,
Yes.
no, yo, I'm really proud of you, though,
Thank you.
for real, bro, because I'm on social media, right, and I see like a lot of famous people. I mean, you're famous too,
Oh,
but
God. Yo.
these people are like famous people, and they're wearing your brand, they're wearing your clothing.
Yeah.
That Double M,
Yeah.
I love to see that. I don't know if you know, but I actually stole that logo and put it on a store that I had in Jamaica, a business.
Really?
I think I showed it to you. It was a meat store.
I don't remember.
Yeah. So I stole it.
See?
Anyway.
Thief.
No, but Yeah, I'm on social media and I see like Bernice.
Yeah. Good
I
friend of
see
mine.
Soldier Boy. I see a lot of celebrity wearing your brand, and I'm like, yo, I know Mugzy, and I love to see that. So what is that like?
Um, it has its pros and its cons. Well, one, I would say that it's a lot. To like even have that happen, it's like it's stressful because the thing about the celebrity stuff, a lot of people, I don't know if people know, a lot of people pay people for that. I don't. I kind of
I know
on
you
that.
don't.
I'm really big on like if you want to wear something of mine, either you bought it or I chose to give it to you, and you must kind of do something value exchange because if you're promoting, then there's a whole different value exchange. Right. So it gets difficult because there's a lot of bullshit you gotta go through. Like if you tell me you're friends with Skilly and you're not really friends with Skilly, and then it's like, yo, give me one and I get it Skilly, and then I never see it, and you took it and did whatever you want with it. Things like that happen, or running around trying to go meet somebody, go into a show, waiting the whole show to go see them, and then they might not even be able to see you, or going out your way, giving them an expensive piece and they don't wear it, and it's like, cool, but that cost me something.
Yeah.
If you didn't want it, don't take it, which I respect. And then like, it's great. The pros, it feels good because it's like, out of all the things you could get and wear, you chose mine. Like Skilly, wore a full outfit of mine for his the WAP
Video
remix.
shoot, yeah.
And I wasn't even in New York for that, and like it was really dope because that was one of the suits that was my personal favorite, and I didn't think would do good for other people. And I chose that fit for the shoot. His stylist chose a different fit, and I said, I'm pretty sure you're gonna like this. And he's like, he's gonna wear this instead. And I was like, I knew it. And it was really dope. And then I actually got on the phone with him for a little second, so it was cool. So I feel like that part with some celebs is a little closer to my heart because it's like, oh, I'm a fan of this person.
Yeah.
I could like, I might have known them growing up, or I might have been watching them grow as an artist, and now they're supporting me, and we're like peers.
And I was looking for you in that music video,
I was in there. I was in New York. I left. If they had shot it the day before, I would have been in there.
In Paris.
I don't know where I was going. I don't know where I was going that time, but I was going somewhere, and there's like, he's shooting it tomorrow, and I'm like, I leave tomorrow. I gave it to them the day before. And I was supposed to meet him, but he missed his flight, so I didn't get to see him that time.
Yeah, I see a lot of dancehall artists too, like Ding Dong.
Yeah, Ding Dong's a real cool guy. Like, yeah, like that's one of my guys. Like to the point where if I'm in Jamaica, he in New York, I call him anywhere and he answer. He'll come like, yo, what you got new to put on?
Yo, Ding Dong, really, big up yourself, yo.
He one of the
Skilly Bang.
He one of the realest guys. I'll tell you that much. Like he'll shout it out. He'll put it in music videos and everything. I'm in mold. I can't even count how much music videos he wear the stuff in. Performances is amazing.
Yeah, man. But the logo is fire though. Your clothing, fire.
I appreciate that.
Odin, please don't be a mannequin on the show. Man.
Listen,
engage.
I've heard the name, but something. When I was looking at it head on, I didn't really see the crown, but to the side, it's fire. Right? It's fire.
So, what's the name of the brand?
Signed by McFly, and that's it's kind of like, I believe like in the front, like one of my other logos is a signature, and the main logo is two M's that come together. And I tell people, when you write a contract, initial here, sign here, signed by McFly. You left your mark, and my aim is to leave my mark on anything I do.
True.
So signed by McFly, that was the name of it.
That's a good saying. I like that.
Yeah, so like, and it's a little bit, even though it's mainly clothing, but anything I do, like I came on the Garage podcast, it's signed by McFly right now because I left my mark. I did my episode. I had my time here.
Right. That's a good idea.
Because I feel like people.
No, Mugzy big enough. I don't know if you know this, but Mugzy big enough. I mean, Mugzy's in the newspaper. He's on the news. Yo, he's all over, He's in Paris. Fashion. He's at this fashion show, that fashion show, and when I see that, I just love that because it's someone that I know personally, and he does a lot of work.
And he's a black man,
No, he puts in the work.
I feel like when I was coming up, I didn't really have that much people that I know I could see around my area that did anything like that. So I try to set that inspiration
Yo,
bar
when
for
I
the
see
kids.
you, I see like the guy that used to design for like Louis Vuitton,
Yeah.
Virgil.
Yeah,
Virgil Abloh.
I get it all a lot
Yeah,
of times.
no,
I love
real
him.
thing, real thing.
I love him.
So
Rest in
so
peace.
that's what I'm actually waiting for, right? Every day, I'm looking, I'm like, yo, that's where you should be, cause you really have like good design that people love.
So the thing about it, it's so funny you say that. It's two things. As of recent, I hate it because like when Virgil was the head of the design house and Pharrell's there now, they always kind of like shame the black man, like, oh, why they made this and why they made that, and then I'm like, damn, when fashion houses be making stuff with nooses and other stuff like that, y'all don't shame the white man or the Jewish man or whoever, but a black man do something that looked like something that you might have wore before. It's like, why he doing that? And it's like, he's doing that to pay homage to where we come from, but you're being so narrow-minded. And I started thinking when he came into, right before Virgil died, like, yo, you know what? I would aspire to be that. And I started designing pieces that you wouldn't see for somebody from the Bronx.
Yeah.
That I feel like I wanted to give the feel of like Louis Vuitton. Of course, it's not at that time, but it's like I want to step further in that luxury realm where it's like, that's the feeling I'm selling to you.
But whenever I see anything, any clothing, anywhere, and it says signed by McFly, or it have the double M logo, it looks like a Louis Vuitton or a Gucci design.
Yeah, that's
how-
kind of what I kind of want to do now. Is like you got to bridge the gap. It takes lots of years to get to that quality because no one can stop the kind of machine they have.
And the color too, like for example, you mentioned the Skilly Bang video shoot.
The orange, yeah.
Yo, that's like the best outfit he could have worn in that video shoot.
Yeah,
And the orange made it fire.
yeah. That's like the brand color. Today I don't have no orange on, but
The phone
yeah,
case.
it's my phone case. So I know that color, is very psychological and evokes emotion and everything, and that's the creative color, and it's also New York color. So
True.
I tie back into it.
The Knicks.
The Knicks. It's not just yes, but
the
the
Knicks.
Knicks still I learned at a young age that every state has their own flag, and the New York flag is white, blue, and orange. So a lot of New York sports follow that, from Knicks, Mets, a couple of teams and other little smaller teams, they all follow it. If it's not something that follows the American flag, so yeah.
So where can we order your stuff?
So right now, I mean, you can go to the website simonmcfly.com, but I also have a showroom right here in the Bronx on the Reed and White Plains Road.
Address?
4419 White Plains Road.
Can you repeat it for me, please?
4419 White Plains Road. But it's not just about me. Also, like, I sell my clothes, but I also have a design studio there where I make clothes and stuff for other people. So I try. One room is that. The other room is some of my stuff.
So you do a lot of tailoring. That's one thing that I always admire, somebody that.
Yeah. So I believe, since my plan sometimes is to be the person I needed when I was coming up. Since when I wanted to make clothes, it's like, who could I look to? Now, if anybody, any age, wanted to get into clothes or business for the most part, I could help them because I've been through it. I'm 12 years deep. So it's like, come on in, and I could actually make a sample for you. I could make something happen in a day or two.
Yeah, that's one thing that I always admire. I wish I could sew.
But you know what's
him?
But I want you to understand, like, I don't sit here and sew all that stuff. I can fix stuff. I hate it, but it's more so about the eye and understanding. Right. So I've learned to sew just so I could look at something and be like, oh, they didn't do that right. Okay. That's it. Because I am not making it. No, that goes sent to a factory. I'm not doing all that.
Okay.
I'll tell you, like,
smarter,
even the big designers come in the room and they look at the board and they say, no, yes, change that red, change that orange, and that goes out. They have a bunch of other little people working underneath them. Right. The main designer never touch a pen, pad, sewing needle, nothing. Okay. So I want you to know, like, times have changed where the man is the person that touches all the work. And I'm learning to, like, all right.
Say that again.
For you to get rich, you got to step away from getting your hands dirty all the time. It's more so
True.
the mind, setting it up setting the machine up and programming it to go.
Okay.
That's why you want to step up from Aisha.
What?
Yes. So
You're wicked, yo.
what has been the highlight of your career in fashion designing so far?
The highlight. I have moments. I feel like I have moments. I remember when Young Thug wore the same outfit Skilly Bang wore. He wore it first, like 2018. It meant a lot to me because I feel like Young Thug in our ecosystem was like heavy fashion.
Yeah.
And it just kind of reaffirmed to me that, okay, yeah, I'm doing the right thing. Then I could jump for like more in the future, and not 2023, I got a deal that Saks sells a lot of my footwear.
Yeah.
And it kind of reaffirmed, like, anybody could say anything they like my clothes, but if that luxury retailer could take a chance on me and I perform, it's great. That week I was top 5.
That's what, Saks and Fifth?
Yes, I was top 5 on all brands sales. My first week there. So I was like, and that's not like, my promotion is cool, but I see who buys. So it wasn't my friends that went there and bought. It was just random
people seeing it and like it.
For me to see that, and like even how I rank my favorite designs, they sold that same way. So my taste level was right. So I know this was my best one and this is my least favorite one, and it sold like that. Like this sold the most, this sold the least, but they all sold. So it was good. So now, like even now, that became like my angle. I don't really want to be the salesperson no more. Like I don't want to come here and be like, yo, I got this jacket for sale to all of y'all. I'll represent, I'll shoot the commercial, and yeah, if you want to come find it, you come find it. Because I feel like we were saying about like the black ecosystem, I feel like it's a problem for people to want to buy from black people, and they kind of treat it like charity. Like, yo, you want to buy this jacket? It's like, no, I'm just support my dog, instead of it being that you like the jacket.
Yeah.
And I don't like that because, like, all right, not even to get controversial, but like I think about it. Like I used to party, and I'm like, all right, some people got my clothes on. They want, if a yard man come to me and want my clothes and want a discount, one of this whatever, because he know me on black or whatever. Cool. Same man will go wear Versace, and I'm like, you know who Versace is, the man? But you shooting gun finger in the air.
Talk
when
about
that certain song
Batman.
come on.
Yeah.
But you wearing Versace and you paying his estate. I don't understand. Like where you really standing right now?
They didn't
You
do the
understand?
research, you know?
So,
Yeah.
And that's the thing that bothers. Like I go to my local
Shalom.
places. I'm just saying. I think about it all the time because I see the man in full Versace and I'm like,
Sure.
but weird.
And
it's
don't
like-
realize.
And don't
they
realize.
call-
And then and to get even get more Jamaican. I could put it back the other way. Cool, you want to wear Michael Jordan and everything. It's not necessarily his company. He get a percentage. Cool, support his family. But the man Patrick Ewing got his own footwear company.
That's what the problem.
Patrick Owen is Jamaican, right?
Patrick Ewing.
Yeah, it's Jamaican.
Ewan is Jamaican.
That's where the problem come in.
Complete
Yeah.
company. And that's why I shout out to Ding Dong because he wears stuff and all that stuff. And I can't understand. I'm like, I actually saw somebody like, yo, get me in there somehow. Like, if I was able to design under that and bridge the gap, I would love to because that means something.
Yeah.
And we don't build that. All we do is put our face on something, the Kellogg's box, and sell it. And then the next black guy come do it. And that family keep getting rich for years upon years upon years upon years upon years.
Yeah, because even
What you say?
Jordan shoes sell more than Patrick Ewing.
Yeah.
Patrick Ewing, you find Patrick Ewing in a VIM store.
Yeah.
That don't make no
But
sense.
that's our fault because we make things
That's the
hot.
thing, 'cause we
We make things hot.
That's the problem.
And if we made that hot,
Yeah.
you know, people get
Exactly.
shot and killed. Even though I wear Jordans, but people get shot and killed for Jordans. But the yard man who played great years in New York City,
True.
we don't treat his footwear the same
That's
way.
the thing.
I don't understand. So I'm just saying. I don't know if
Yeah,
y'all thought
and
about it.
no,
It
and
bothered-
and
that's
and it's
true.
it
it's
bothered
a
my
That's
soul.
true.
it's a good point. It's a good point. You understand?
Yeah, so like you gotta think about it. All the clothes and stuff your kids and your family wear, but which big designers actually a black man and own his company? I don't know.
Kanye.
Yeah,
Right.
but that's exactly why the power is. That's why the struggle is because now he stepped away from Adidas. Everything is 100% him, so he gotta look crazy. because if he keep the power he have,
Yeah.
it's over. They're afraid of that. You gotta think about it like that. That's really a power thing. It's like, and most of the people that get the big business, they go sell it because it's like, oh, I got
Got a paycheck.
like I love him, but I have to watch like Jay-Z. He do this thing twice, and you have to pay attention. You're a businessman, respectfully, cool, but you're not going to go Brooklyn, rally them up, and do all this stuff to get them to sell the place for the Barclays, have your seat, and as soon as they get the price up, you sell it, and you're not a part of it no more. They use you to get all the contract, and you out. Then same time, go look at the NFL. Oh, kneeling is not enough. He get the deal to be the halftime show. Everything is back. Everybody care about football. Remember, there's blackballing football. Now watching the football. He come in, he said, yeah, give them niggas Rihanna and Usher, and we back. Mind you, them people don't get paid to be halftime. You know that, right? They pay them. He just control.
Who doesn't get paid?
The people that perform at halftime don't
Oh,
get
they
paid.
don't?
They pay to be it.
I
But
didn't know that.
it's always beneficial. They don't ever they don't get
it's
paid
like,
for it.
It's like promotion.
And-
Well, Rihanna doesn't really need
But
it.
look, I'm a person that I really, whenever I see something I don't like or don't make sense or everybody's hating on it, I research it. To even go further back, I don't know if y'all know that. You know how the Super Bowl halftime shows start? In living color. Black people, the Waynes them, they used to have a big extravaganza go on during the championship. And it used to get more ratings than the game. And they were so afraid of them getting all the ratings. You know what they did? The next year, they hire Michael Jackson as the halftime performer. And ever since that, halftime
I
been.
remember that.
So you gotta people don't think about that. Like, wait a minute, but it's who got the control. If our attention is that important, then what we doing? And you don't even pay to be that. You pay to be halftime.
So, question. So, how do you stay motivated and with a creative blockage?
That's a good one, and that's actually an easy one because I've studied it. I've learned. You know who actually taught me about that? Erykah Badu. She said,
I like her.
I love her. She's tapped into her energy and everything.
She's on a different frequency.
Different frequency. Yeah. That's one of them mythical creatures right there. She's there. She understand.
And sometimes the way she talk is like, she's trying to go to
Beyond.
beyond
Slow to you
beyond
with
this
less words.
realm.
She know how to.
Yeah.
She get her shit off. But the thing about it is, like, she says, it's just you just gotta recharge. So some people be like, oh, you have a design and stuff to make. Like, yeah, I'm about to go play basketball. Like, how you go? You have designs and stuff to go do, but you go play basketball. I said, yeah, because you don't get inspired from art to make art. You get inspired from life to make art.
Life imitates.
So I go live.
Yeah.
I go run out to the gym, sweat, get hot. My shoes not comfortable. I might be inspired to make some good shoes, some better socks, a bigger coat, a head scarf for my hair, because.
Yeah.
And I've made all those things already, which is
for
crazy.
real.
But that's how it happens.
You don't think about it. You live it.
It get worse because it's like alcohol. You keep adding more water and ice and stuff in it. It's not as potent.
Yeah.
So if I get inspired by something else that was already mixed, if I take that liquor, I don't want to give them no free promotion and go start pour something else in it. It's not the same alcohol no more.
No.
You understand? And that's just what it is. So I got to that point where it's like, nah, I just go back and refresh. I try not to be too constrained by limits and stuff like that. Like, all right, I'm doing this design right now. My eyes is not. I go to sleep. I wake up tomorrow, come back and look at this again, and then boom, restart. But you gotta treat it like your phone. Sometimes your phone got a charge. It's not 100%. It's on 1%.
Recharge.
Just recharge.
Recharge. Yeah.
Because I remember, you had relocated to LA.
Nah, I was in LA for a little bit, but I wasn't like relocated. I thought about it though.
Yeah.
I thought about it for a little bit, but.
So where you basically stay?
I'm Bronx.
All over.
I'm not New York. I'm Bronx.
Okay.
I'm big Bronx.
Yeah,
I gotta let y'all know that because the world is scary where people pretend to be from different places.
Yeah.
And I've seen people move from right here and go to Atlanta. Now they in Atlanta. Move to Miami, and they from Miami. Move to LA. And the scariest thing is that we all will wear shirts. If I put a shirt out right now, we all live in the Bronx, and it's in the Bronx. We might not wear it, but if I give you a shirt that says Paris, Milano, Italy, you wear it.
True.
But
That's true.
you've never been there, and if you walk around there by yourself, they're gonna look at you away. So why are you wearing that? What's so bad about the place that you come from?
Yeah,
That make the fashion, that make the hip hop music you listen to.
exactly.
People forget Ralph Lauren is from the Bronx, Meshulah Parkway, Gun Hill.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
I that's my favorite designer.
Yeah.
Calvin Klein, same block. Gotta think about these kind of things.
And what's his name again? Who's on the Shark? He's a designer too, right? What do you think about
Damien.
him?
Damon.
Yeah. What do you
I don't
think
know if he's
about
from
him?
Brooklyn or Bronx, but he's from New York.
Yeah.
But that's the thing that you got to think about is like all this energy, these people that made it, they come from a place, but they don't brand themselves around that for a reason. But
What do you think is the reason?
That's the owner of what, Fubu?
yeah, the reason is because
By us.
people are afraid for the ownership. Like you don't want to do something unless it's cool. Like I first started my brand in 2013, and they was telling me don't say you're, Bronx, New York. Say you're New York, New York. And I'm like, but I'm Bronx, New York. And what do you mean? It's like people are ashamed of where they're from until it becomes cool. Until something becomes cool. Because now Brooklyn get gentrified. It's like, go say we from Brooklyn now.
Yeah.
You could say you from Queens. But for some reason, and then it wasn't until Wu-Tang that people want to say they from Staten.
And now they representing the area.
Exactly. And that's what it is. It matters.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we have any good representation in the Bronx to that extent that will make it cool and take away that stigma of whatever else.
Except for hip hop, because that's where it originated.
But even
Bronx
then-
River. And
But
people
even
don't
then,
even
they don't-
realize that.
And even then, they don't give it enough of its credit.
Yeah.
Even the founders and everything like that. So I'm not the biggest fan of it. And I tell you, like I travel and I'll see. I went to Japan one time and I see on the train, I took the train in Japan and a bunch of fake Yankee hats, and I'm like, they wear the NY not knowing that that's actually the logo for the Bronx team.
Yeah.
You're not thinking that. If somebody asks me where I'm from when I go out of New York and go overseas, it's New York. They might ask Brooklyn. Because they, that's me seeing here be a black guy from Brooklyn. They don't know the rest. They don't know the rest of the places. I mean, it's crazy. It's like, but nah, we got to do better. And we're the last of the not gentrified. Because it is like
Yeah,
the majority,
Yeah.
Bronx.
it's getting there. But
Especially Brooklyn. You see a lot of
yeah, they bought it out.
gentrification. See a lot of that.
But I have to tell you, it's even deeper than that because it's not even overseas. I did, like Mike said, I did a couple of news channels when I first opened the studio. And two people came by to do the interview, the cameraman and the host. Cameraman came as a white man. And I'm thinking maybe he shouldn't know. He's coming from like upstate area. And he's like, yo, I never knew the Bronx had houses and stuff like that. I thought it was just like buildings and stuff, like basically projects. I'm like, nah, we have like suburban.
Yeah.
He didn't say those exact words, but that's what he was basically
Yeah.
implying. Then the girl comes, and she's like Jamaican, and she does the news, so you should know New York. She's like, I never seen the train come out the ground. I said, excuse me? Remember, over there, train. We have the train up here.
Yeah, you're right.
I've never seen the
You're
train
right.
come out the ground.
You're right.
She said, I didn't know there was so much houses here. I said, yo, where you from? She said, I think she said Flatbush or something. I said, excuse me? How you never
Flatbush.
never seen that?
Underneath.
You so trapped in the imagery of what you think here is.
Yeah.
And I said, yo, before you leave, go buy some food around the corner. And you tell me if this is home or not. They're like, come on. So, I mean, we got work to do. That's why I said not in our lifetime. Because it don't make no sense.
All right. So the signature design, right?
Yeah.
I get that. That's your signature. The double M though. Can you walk me through that?
So, actually, one day I was sitting on our mutual friend, Ken, his desk, and I was just drawing. And I just was drawing an M, and I drew another M, and it looked like a crown, and kind of like Basquiat's crown, and I put an underline underneath it. And I was like, ooh. I kind of wanted to capture the attitude of his, but more graffiti-esque, but not so clean cut. Like, I didn't want it to be like just geometric lines, like too clean and too easy to copy. It's like, oh, And I seen it. I was like, I opened my Photoshop and immediately just started designing. And it's supposed to be 2 M's.
Get that close and
It's
mic.
supposed to be 2 M's. It's also supposed to be a 13.
Can you just shift the mic a little?
So if you turn it on it sideways, this is a 1 and a 3.
Audio.
Yeah.
Pull the mic to the side.
So yeah. So like
The back. You have one in the back.
so. Let me show you. Yeah. So. Yeah. So like and then you turn it sideways at 13. I started my brand in 2013. Purposely because I believe that 13 is seen as a number of unlucky, and I don't believe in unlucky.
No, I don't believe in that either.
I don't believe in unlucky, so I made my own luck. So it's kind of deep dive into that. So it has a little bit meaning. I feel like
You like stuff
I
that
like story. It should be deeper than just I name it closed by this. No, it's not. It don't mean much.
Like Odin over there, the only thing you wear is desert Clarks, I said
Desert-
only.
Desert Clarks. Desert.
Nah, I mean that's the only thing you wear.
What's wrong with that?
Huh?
What's wrong with
A
that?
lot wrong with that, man.
So
I
yeah,
mean,
one show is still.
yeah, because when I just came here, right? Because in Jamaica, Clarks, Desert Clarks is famous,
Yeah.
popular shoe, especially from Vibes Cartel.
Of course.
Sing that song.
True.
Clarks and Clarks again.
You bad, I say real bad
bad
man,
man,
I'm agree in a
yeah.
Clarks,
Shots.
in a shots.
Not shot, yeah. Straight.
Right. So when I came to this country, all I bought was
Clarks.
Clarks, right? During the winter, I used to wear desert Clarks as like a winter shoes. Man, I think I got frostbite once
Jesus Christ.
from wearing desert Clarks.
Madness.
Madman.
Timberland, the same
Madness.
thing. Never again. But Mugzy though have some nice footwear, like real nice.
True.
I need to check you out for real.
I can't believe you guys don't know Mugzy. It's like you
okay.
guys are living under a rock. I don't know.
Nah, listen, the world is
It's-
bigger than you think.
No.
The world is bigger than you think.
No,
It's-
but you're
I don't
Bronx,
ever
you're
fuck
Bronx
with that.
legend though, Mugzy.
I mean, I work, but I know that the world is way bigger than you can imagine, and it could be your next door neighbor. Don't know, so I know it happens.
So the first clothing I bought from your brand was a hat.
The dad
Remember?
hat, yes,
Yeah, and I liked it when the double M was bigger.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why you made it smaller though.
Because I believe that. Well, I've learned that with the higher end brands, it's not more so about. Actually, you can look at most brands. Like this one being on the back is a statement. It's one thing. It's design, but everything else, when it's smaller, it's neater. And I learned higher level clothing is less about the actual logo. It's more about the design and the quality. So like even the aspect of it being smaller here is because in New York, for the most part, niggas don't close their jacket. So this sells my clothes.
Yeah.
That's what I like. I like quality. You know what I mean? I don't like.
I'm not trying to be gaudy or
Yeah,
it's like there's a like I don't know if y'all ever watched Paid in Full. Like when he went to the guy, I don't know if it's Lulu who had the drugs in his house. He's like, you dress nice. He's like, your friend's just nice. He's like, nah, but you dress like quiet nice. It's like it's just quality. I can tell it's quality. I might not be able to know where you got your clothes from, but I can tell you look great. But now if I have a bunch of big G's on over my shirt, it's like, oh, I ain't got Gucci.
I get it.
I'd
I
rather
get it.
just be quiet quality. And I'm trying to get to that point, but I still have to find a middle ground to sell my brand.
I'm definitely gonna start following you because not only did I see that you deal with quality, you're a real person.
Okay, amen.
That's what really attract me to somebody.
I believe that's the only way to win. I mean, like I feel like eventually things crumble. All the field of everybody doing things just to do it for money or whatever. The real people survive those times and come out on top. So I'll wait till y'all all done talking, and then it's my turn. It's cool.
That's me. If I'm under a rock, that's fine. But I only come out from under that rock when I see something
That's worth your time.
yeah.
Amen.
You understand? That's it. If not, I go right back under my rock. I'm good with it. But you're a real youth.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So, how do you think New York fashion industry can improve or evolve?
Gotta be honest. That's the thing about well, fashion need a reset regardless, because we at a point where everybody's cosplaying New York. Like everybody's pretending to be from New York. And we going through a time right now where it's millennial fashion. Like everybody's on Y2K. They're trying to bring back stuff from 2000, like 25 years ago, which is kind of crazy to hear. And it's like, I watch people that weren't there trying to make things that wasn't hot then, hot now. And it's like, it's a disconnect, because the people that was really there is like ill. And then the people that are brand new to it is hyping up something it was never a good thing to wear. You know, there's certain rules and certain things that it was just like, you can't wear that. Like you said, no one could pinpoint why you like Clarks, even before Vibes, but it's just something that everybody agreed on. That was
It's
just
like
law.
a traditional thing.
Yeah, it's just something that
or
was
cultural
just law.
thing.
Jamaican shoes.
And it actually
Yeah.
come from like London.
Yeah,
but
it
that's
is a
that
London shoe.
only
It's
Jamaican
London
man wear
brand.
that
Yeah, and they
Clarks.
brought it down there, and it's just a thing.
Yeah.
So, you know, I always wanted a
Real
collaboration
bad
with,
man wear Clarks.
with Clarks. Like one day I get there, but that's just the thing. I feel like New York has to be more innovative and forefront, whereas like we do dictate a lot of the fashion around the world. Can't keep recycling.
Yeah.
Do something new. Like while you're in the lead, you know, I feel like the race is never against who's number 2, number 3. It's against my speed yesterday. If I did the race in 20 seconds, this day I want to do 18. It's not trying to beat that guy, but my time will beat that guy. It's beating myself. Now, if you're too comfortable in the front seat, you're gonna lose eventually.
So when you go to Paris, right? Because I know you go to Paris for like Fashion Week and stuff like that. What is the fashion like in Paris?
Well, it changes. I feel like for the most part, it's usually heavily influenced by us. It's usually what's hot here, because we are like one of the forefront people, like the people that get debut stuff. So it's not nothing crazy, but I feel for the most part, I fit. It's like things that are kind of like eccentric, a little wild, a little New York, a little gangster sometimes. It varies. It's a variety of stuff. I feel like people in Paris aren't afraid to do anything. But when I went there last time, it's like I was a big deal to people for a lot of stuff, because it's like, oh, I like your stuff. What do you do? And I'm like, oh.
You break the mold.
Yeah, because I'm not moving in a place of like comfort. But I'm not in a comfortable place, but I'm comfortable myself.
Right.
You wouldn't be comfortable wearing what I'm wearing or doing what I'm doing. But it's like, I like that he did that. I always get that. I like what he's wearing, but I don't know if I could wear it. And I'm fine with that, because I've learned that the creative people or the visionaries are usually first. Kanye West said something, and he said, the first Indian over the hill gets all the arrows. That means once you get over, they're going to shoot and kill you and ridicule you, but everybody that comes after you, they're good to fight. So that's usually how it goes. So it's like, if I make something this year, it might not hit this year, it might be 2-3 years down the line that it's the thing.
Because I've been watching like New York Fashion Week or any fashion show, and I see the models wear certain clothing. I've never really seen people outside of the fashion show wearing those.
See, but that's the thing. It got to a point where it's more like peacocking, pause. Whereas like people are wearing things for attention instead of actual functioning. Like I've learned that even inside companies is like, we're gonna get you a statement piece so people get your attention, but it's not something that the masses is gonna wear. And there's a funny thing about it is that a lot of those people that do those fashion shows, they have money so much that it don't matter if you buy it or not. They already got their money.
So you say they do it to get people's attention.
Because now I came in with this jacket. This might be one of those things. That might be one of the, this might be one of the pieces that kind of get the attention and can get your eyes. But because it's black, it might be a little calmer. But if I came through in this and it was orange, it'd be like, Jesus, I don't know if I could ever do that. You know what I'm saying? The black is like the middle ground. It's like the compromise. Because I prefer to make this a bright color where it's like, yo, what the who the fuck is that?
Yeah.
But I'm thinking I'm calm with the black. But I still go in places people are like, who the fuck is that? But that's the difference. Like, do you make something to get their attention, or do you make something to sell to everybody that could understand? Like Air Force, all white Air Force Ones don't have 100 commercials, but they sell more than everybody else sneaker every year, right?
you know what I'm talking about, right? Like you're watching
Mhm.
fashion show and you see them wear a certain piece,
True.
and you're like
I can't
like Kanye with
It's
With
attention.
them space mode.
no, not the boot, but like the clothing itself.
Yeah.
But I see people outside in Kanye clothing,
Yeah.
and it looks really good.
he's like a step down from that, which I mess with. He takes a step down, where it's like he won't go to the extreme of like what the hell, but it's like well, I don't know if I wear that, and then eventually a few people wear it, and then it's like it kind of gets acceptable after a while. Like he's a step down from that.
So all right. So you make like sweatpants and stuff like that.
Everything.
All right. I'm gonna need that.
I'm
Some.
actually
Everything.
working. I'm working on some. I'm gonna bring it to Paris. I'm working on some loafers right now. I have like my own simplest form, my own version of like the Crocs or the foam runners. I have those. I have sneakers. I have slides. I made heels samples, but I ain't produced them yet. Sweatsuits, jackets, bandanas, hair clips that go in people's hair. I make everything. I make what I want. Whatever's part of my lifestyle, I try to make it.
All right.
Yeah, so I got some things.
I'll visit the store.
So Paris Fashion Week is coming up, right?
Yeah, next week.
Say the store again.
McFly Studios, 4419 White Plains Road. You could like I think it's on Google. It's on Google Maps. If you put McFly Studios, it should pop up. Or Simon McFly, either one. Should pop up.
I'm kind of old school.
Yeah, right next to the Mets. Yeah, right. It's Mets now. Yeah, right next to it. I be parking in their parking lot sometimes. They don't be mad. Yeah, it's right over there.
So is there any designer that you would you see yourself collaborating with?
Yeah, there's a few people.
Kanye.
I mean, I would love to, but that's so far-fetched. And like the thing about it is that I'm not gonna lie, as much as I'm a fan of his, is I don't know the angle. I feel like collaboration has become a thing that's kind of like run down, diluted. Like everybody does it, and they don't really bring nothing new. Like collaboration should put two worlds together. That's different. Yeah. Like I don't know what angle I have for Kanye. I'd love to. Like my angle now, I'd want him to do Ralph Lauren because he's from the Bronx and I'm from the Bronx. He's a Jewish man from the Bronx. I'm a Jamaican man from the Bronx. Now, how we cross, how you might have sold it and how I would have sold it is two different ways. If we could collab that way, it'd be a whole like you want to sell to the luxurious people. I want to sell to my niggas. If I can make the marketing and schemes like that, not as bad, but in that viewership, it'd be amazing. I think that'd be a great angle to approach, you know? So there's people like that I look at like, I know exactly how I approach that. So it just depends. And it don't just gotta be clothing. Like I think about cars. I think about even like Uggs. Like I feel like Ugg is so woman-based. Like if a guy was to come in and kind of put his twist on a collection or something, it'd be amazing. So I think about those people because I feel like it should be something new. Then like I love Nike, but it's like they probably got a bunch of fly, creative black designers in the tuck.
Yeah, I just wear something because it looks good. It don't make a difference what it is. You know, that's just me.
I agree. They win at that part.
Yeah, that's
But even Nike, I feel like my angle with Nike would be, all right, y'all make all the functional stuff. Let me make it fashionable. Can I make something that's more so fashionable than sport?
yeah, like a nice jacket.
Yeah, like somebody that's just getting fly and want to wear.
Mm-hmm. And that's me. I wear anything. It don't make a difference. Anything.
Yeah, because you stand on your own style.
Yeah. So for me, and I don't like. I wear this because it's neat. You know, I'm not representing Nike. You know, it could be anything. It could be Skips or back then Skips. Skip wasn't. But if it looked good, I will wear it. That's me. But I could see that you're a guy of substance. You know what I mean?
I feel like we already been through the part where they're gonna keep running back the same story and trying to sell us the same way. So I want to get to a point where it's like, yo, I'm gonna have deep stories and truth and everything I do on purpose. And I feel like purpose is probably the most important thing to live by.
Because I've always said it's not the man. It's not the clothes that makes the man.
It's the man that makes the clothes.
It's the man that makes the clothes. And a lot of people don't understand that, And I can see you're a man that make the clothes. So it makes a difference.
Amen.
You know,
I mean, you don't always get as much credit for it, but you know, try.
because let's be honest. Have you ever heard anybody say, "Boy, look at that brain driving in that Ferrari"? I've never heard it. You understand?
Yeah.
So that's the first thing that most people see is the clothes. So clothes always gonna make a
Yeah, I
statement.
mean, I try to tell like people, you know, as much as they say don't judge a book by its cover, the cover matters.
It does.
The cover actually absolutely matters. You won't read the book if you don't know the cover. There's a certain appeal, like even the color of this drink right here. Like they're trying to ban red 40, the coloring of a lot of products right now, and people don't understand that red is like I researched this because of clothing. Red is like the universe, like the most popular favorite color, and it's psychologically tastes the best in your head. So appearance actually does matter.
Yeah, it
Legit.
does matter. Of
Like
course.
things taste better in a red cup. That's why red cups sell so good. So
You know, I never thought about that.
The psychology.
you never thought about it, man. Yo,
There's a whole psychology into
go out
things.
right now and get the big jug of Hawaiian punch. Then get the smaller one and get the can. And tell me which one tastes best. The can tastes better than all of them. Try it. Tell me if I'm lying. You're going to be like, why? Just something about it. I don't know what psychologically they did.
Basically, anything in a can tastes better.
I don't know. what it
Anything
is.
in a can and glass bottle tastes better.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
I disagree.
You disagree?
Yeah, maybe
Even if
because
you
I
try-
don't really
All right.
do canned stuff or canned food.
All right. So,
Canned
water.
juice.
If you have the water in a glass bottle, tastes better than the one in
It's
a
gonna
plastic
taste
bottle.
better.
Yes,
It's
that's-
got
yeah,
that because it's
Yeah.
it's more healthier.
So that's the same thing. The one in the bottle, in the glass bottle, tastes better than the one in the plastic. The one in the can tastes better than the one in the, in the
Mugzy.
plastic.
Yeah.
What goals do you hope to achieve in the future?
Well, right now it's just expansion. I move from trying to be the salesman. I really want to be the artist for my brand. I want to treat everything like art. So even with going to Paris, I'd love to meet someone or, you know, speak to an avenue where I could actually expand into Paris and Europe to have my clothes sold there. I already have Saks and I have a place in Jersey that sell my clothing. If you come to my showroom, I don't want to be so hinged on come buy this, buy this, buy this. I want a store out there whose job is to paint that picture, to be that. And when they double back to my page or my network, they can see the commercial content I made for it. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody just like Louis Vuitton don't go out and send coupons and do all that stuff. They just make their content and
True,
you want it
true.
wherever you go. And that's kind of where I want to be at. I want to expand. I want to be able. The major goal is to be able to create without financial restriction. And sadly, it's tough because I can know a lot of people. I could be big in the Bronx, but regardless of that, it doesn't mean I'm going to get all the support. Even if you love what I do, just being a black man, being actually touched, you know, tangible, you can actually meet me and see me in the same place you're in, it actually makes it harder for some reason. Because if I was just if I was a white French man that you could only see here once every 3 months, you might want to buy my clothes more for some reason.
Why is that though?
Well, one,
Because white people just rush to the white man.
yeah, but black people always crave acceptance for some reason.
Yeah.
And then immediately when there's a black person, it's enemy. And it's, you know what happened to me? I used to chill right there on that block where Kingston Fashion is, 225 and 226, right there. And I used to stand up in front of. We used to chill in the Chinese store and chill in the chicken spot, back and forth. And there's days that I buy Chinese food, days I buy
Chicken.
the chicken spot. And I used to think to myself, like, this guy must hate when we buy from there and not there. I always thought like that because that's just black people way of thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Then one day, I seen the guy from the Chinese store walk over and say, yo, let me get a box of straws and some napkins. I got you. Just gave it to me. Went back over. I'm like, oh, they're friends. Guess who they getting all their money off of?
Black people. No, but this is what we were discussing
and then look.
in the last episode, right, Mike?
It doubled back because the other day I was doing a turkey giveaway at the school. All of this happened on like the same block. This is on 227th now, between 227 and 226. And my man's like, my boy was like, yo, you want to go get a patty? was like, yeah, I'll walk with you. Me, him, and his daughter go over there, and we go on the Kingston. We go on Kingston Kingston Bakery. And then going in there, about to order. And she's like, you don't want a water, you want a beverage? It's like, yeah, but it probably costs a lot here. I get it at the corner store.
The deli.
The corner store. Now, wait. And we like, me and him look at her like, one, he's paying for it. That's the first thing. And I said, why you assume that here is going to be more and the deli's going to be less? We get to the counter. Mind you, it's not the regular 20 ounce. It's like a 24. And it was $1.50. And I said, you know what that would cost in Muhammad's store? $2, $3. And you just have it programmed in your head to think the Jamaican's going to charge you more. And you're Jamaican. And I'm like, and someone else is paying for it. Yeah. So why? I said, you already here. You're going to save, if you thought it was cheaper, you're going to save 25 cents to go spend with somebody else.
That's the thing.
Nah, you got to support your own.
And I started thinking about it, and I'm like, that's how critical it is. Because I even think about it deeper than that. I think about it sometime where everybody drive. People be like, I remember I heard people say, yeah, I'm going to go to Jersey, go get gas. And I'm like, wait. I'm like, wait. So that drive you're making, you're going to save about, all right, about
and the
40.
toll is expensive too.
Let's say, I'm not going to cut the toll. Let's say you're saving 40 odd cents on the gallon. And you cheap, so you're going to put in about 10 gallon. So you're saying $4 to go to...
No sense, you still got to pay.
And you still have to drive.
Yeah.
So what you telling me right now?
So whatever you drive, go over there, you drive it or
And you
come
got
back.
worse. So like the
And
idea.
you gotta pay the toll.
But
And
the
it's
thing about
expensive.
it, but this is why I say about the black man is just the idea. It's the idea of the black man,
But
the
look,
idea of Jersey gas being cheaper.
You have some people will go Jersey go buy water.
Yeah.
Because they don't want to pay the bottle deposit. But you still have to pay the toll to come
Go
back.
over there.
So what sense does it make?
I know. Backwards thinking, no?
It's something we
penny
gotta
wise
fight
and
to
pound
change.
foolish.
Penny smart, dollar foolish.
So we're having a episode or conversation the other night about the same thing, that we need to support people who look like us in our community, because
Which
like
is right.
like Mugzy, right?
Mm-hmm.
I know Mugzy give back a lot to the community. Like he gives out free clothing to school, Christmas time, Thanksgiving time. He's giving away stuff. He's always giving away stuff, right? When he wants something to eat, he's going to the Jamaican spot, or he's going to someone who looks
Jerk House,
right.
Rackatone, Foodie. I know who look like who
to get your hair done.
I just left her.
Yeah.
My friend. Yeah.
So I'm saying, so he's spending the money back into our community,
in our circulation.
right? So we have to support each other, you know, and
Which is right.
not only just support to support, but Mugzy brand, Mugzy
I like it.
clothing. It looks better than a lot of.
But you see, this is the thing that is whack. Even with y'all saying that does something to people where it's like, I don't want you to tell me that. It works better when they just want to do it by themselves for some reason. And that's why every day I pick to support, but like my boy opened a shop down the block, have a wing spots sauce boss on 220th. I just go there. I didn't even know he was there. Just go there and spend money, because I am eating today. I go here every other day. I'm still a black person, but you know what? Let me go support him today. And I will have a list of
people you're supporting.
After this, I have a meeting. I'm going to a friend of mine's restaurant because I know where it's going. I know his son. I know his wife. I know his family.
Yeah.
It matters. But I'm not sitting here saying, oh, look at me at a black-owned restaurant. No.
it's
just
don't
a good
need
restaurant.
to do that.
But that's the thing. That black-owned thing puts this stigma of charity on things.
But as I said, you know,
But
Jamaican cuisine is one of the best cuisine in the world.
Of course.
The food actually, as I said before, when I go to fancy restaurants in Manhattan, right, I don't enjoy the food. Most of the time, I don't even eat the food.
Joe.
I think it's overpriced. Me personally. Even if you go, well, Manhattan is the business industry, and that's why most people want to go to Manhattan. But even the clubs, when you go out, right, they selling a drink down there for what?
$18.
I mean, the rent is more expensive.
Yeah, well,
I get that.
well.
But I'm talking about the food, really. The food is
Same
seasoned
thing.
different.
Well, see, I see this two ways. Is that they're not making the food for us.
Right. So
At the end of the day, a tourist or somebody come, we're gonna tell you it's Jamaican. It's gonna look whatever way. It's not gonna be seasoned how the real Jamaicans want it. But this is what you can handle. This is what will be good for you. It's less seasoned because that's what they used to.
Mm-hmm.
And I've watched that. Like I went to Jamaica on a resort and they had some jerk chicken. They was like, yo, this is hot. I'm like, I'm Jamaican though. He's like, me too. Now, if I tell you it's hot, it's hot. And I tried it. I said, oh yeah, he's not lying because he know it's me. I seen the white people. I said, why you didn't give it to them? He said, those white people, they would sue me. Me and you was here. Yeah. You could have this. I have some water for you here. Yeah. And I understood now. And it's like, there's a level to tolerance of that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You understand? Like, there's some Jamaican music that we gonna listen to that's saying some shit that they're not playing in the clubs downtown because this is too underground, this is too tough, this is too gritty for y'all. You're not ready for this yet.
Yeah. And if you want the real, you have to go where the real is.
Exactly. You got to go to the source. Mm-hmm. So I understand the idea because end of the day, like people talk bad about Golden Cross and stuff like that, and I'm like, it's not fair because they kind of have to be on a certain level where it's like it's acceptable.
Right. Mike, the Mugzy attack boy.
Listen, but
I know some people that actually have ownership in that too.
Yeah,
so.
it's good.
Nah, Golden Cross food tastes real good.
No, I agree, but I know people that hate on it.
You know the best Golden Cross food we have are the one in the White Plains.
The one on 219.
219.
White Plains way.
219 good too. Yeah.
219
good too.
Marcy and Sean, big up on yourself.
God.
Yeah.
And I didn't know the one on Gun Hill was the first one on down by there.
Yeah.
I never knew that. I was like, wow.
Because like you said, some even though it's a franchise, you have a man inside there might put a little spin on it.
Yeah.
You understand, to make it a little bit better. Yeah.
Yeah, but you can't knock the person because if, again, like I watch like how politicians and celebrities move is like if it's your well-being, if you're in it for the well-being, then most people that do the franchise, they're not getting a franchise because they love Golden Cross. They're doing Golden Cross because they want their money. And if they know a little less jerk seasoning on the jerk chicken gonna sell it, that's what I'm gonna do. So I always objective to the point because I have a business. It's like, all right, if I'm going to Jamaica now and they know, we have a problem because I came here for that.
Right, food, right.
Just like the Kentucky Fried Chicken is much better in Jamaica.
It's much better around the world.
Up
honestly.
here, it's it's like a cuisine. You know what I mean? In
line,
Jamaica,
I'm never doing
ridiculous,
that again.
man.
Never again.
I say what it is.
Never again.
I say what it is.
Never again. 45 minutes for a zinger. No, I'm good.
It's crazy.
Never.
But I was saying you have to be able to bridge the gap, because we what was it called? Kentucky Fried Chicken and what's the other?
Listen,
Popeye.
the only fried chicken
you
you
know.
know.
What I'm saying to you, Popeye, right? What I feel is that if they're gonna come into our community, they need to hire more of us.
Good,
and that's
good,
the thing.
good.
That's the problem.
But Golden Cross hires us. Blue Cantina hires us. Yeah. Richie Rich, Gold Star, all these restaurants, Jerk House,
Popeye,
they hire. So you should go there.
Yeah,
and their jerk fried chicken is better than Popeye.
If you're gonna come into the black community,
support black owned.
You have to support black people also. You can't just come into the community and just do what you want to do, because we can't go into their community and do what they want to do.
And funny thing is, I agree with that, but I don't feel like that should be the objective. The objective should be pouring back into us. Because, no offense, whatever, it is their business. I'm not mad at the Jewish people for how they move. I'm just jealous. Like, we should be able to move like that. Yo,
yeah, and that's what we say. We admire them.
It looked like wherever they first will be from, where they have their own supermarket, their own bus, their own sign, their own.
The thing is, we as black people now unite. That's where the problem comes in.
We are.
99%.
No, listen, this is unity right here.
No. He's talking about the scale.
This is different. You get me? I say, if you check the ratio, right? When the man them bring them home from China, I put China in it, from China, right?
Mm-hmm.
them help them out, right? And when them get on them feet,
Them help the next.
them help our next one.
Yeah.
We as black people now do that.
No,
And that's
That's
where
not,
the problem.
that's not true.
Do y'all
Though.
know-
That's the crab in the
But do y'all
barrel
know-
That's where the
mentality.
Do
problem
you
comes
know
in.
how the Chinese restaurants function? I learned this because one of my little cousin went to school with one of the girls that worked at the Chinese restaurant. Well, her family owned it. Every couple of years, they interchange
Yeah.
the family, and
Mm-hmm.
it's like, why we don't? Nothing ever lasts that long. Because once that person stops, besides the 2 beef patty stores on 25th and 26th, once it's done, that business is done. Chinese stores stay there, same name, nobody's arguing about it, same recipe. Ooh, price go up every once in a while.
Yeah.
All right, y'all going back home. Y'all come here now. It's like, y'all know you're not the Chinese person I order from, but I'm gonna get
Exactly.
it.
Just
I don't even care. Give me.
It's
I
just
don't buy
like the people
Chinese
from
food.
Yemen.
I go to Gold Star.
Then change.
And
Every
Golden
time you go into the
Crest.
store, it's a different, totally different
I,
person.
I don't go to the Chinese restaurant.
No, I don't go either. But what I'm saying is, everything can be fixed with a mentality, and I don't think it has to be like a blasting mentality. Like Dapper Dan said it. He said, "I don't want you to support me because I'm black. I want you to support me because I'm good."
Yeah.
Now I work hard to be good. I didn't work hard to be black. So I'm not coming in like, yo, brother, February come buy this Martin Luther King. I'm not having no Martin Luther King Day sale. I'm not having no Black History sale. Every day they want to tell me this is the first black person to do this. So when was the first white man? There's never no first white man.
Yeah.
It's just man did it. Not the first white man.
Black
to walk on the
History
moon.
Day.
It's
What
the
about
first
white?
man to walk on
What
the
about
moon.
white
So
history? White
man
history
is man and black man is something different.
Yeah.
No, I'm not a fan of that.
No, I agree with you because I don't understand why you have a Black History Month and you don't have a White History Month. You don't have an Asian History Month.
But I believe it's kind of like back in the day. I always tell people it's like the unplugged controller. When I was younger, and I know a couple people that live this life, you have your PlayStation right here, and you playing your game. Your mom come yell at you and say, "Make your little brother play." You just give him the control. You don't plug it in. He think he playing. He think he playing. He just there. He having a blast, thinking he's doing something. You like, yeah, go ahead, go ahead. Like, you're not gonna give me the shortest month first, where cold outside, cold, and then the month right after that, you give the women. It's like you got like pay attention to it for a little bit. Like, wait, what's going on here? No, I'm good. So you're gonna. And I always pay attention to what's the point with stuff. Martin Luther King, they celebrated way bigger than everything because first thing they mentioned to Martin Luther King is, oh, he had a dream speech, right? Which reminded you of racism. Then he got assassinated. So a white man killed him and got away with it. I don't want to hear that. Next month, Black History Month, what we talk about? Slavery all day.
Slavery.
We don't talk about George Washington Carver or anybody that made any great things. We don't talk about the good. We talk about slavery.
Mugzy McFly, they don't talk about that. They talk about slavery.
They talk about slavery. I actually did an interview and I was like,
I agree with you.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I hate it. I'm here for you, but I hate it.
I agree with you.
I want you guys to pay attention. Pay attention. I'm no hypocrite because I was on the float for this and Juneteenth. So they had it on our White Plains Road, but I want to bring unity. But I hate Juneteenth. Juneteenth is only a thing now to amplify the idea of the slavery and because everybody's gonna blackball July 4th. But guess what now? After a couple years pass, they make a bunch of sales for Juneteenth with little kente cloth and sell to us. Then 2 weeks later, red, white, and blue and sell to us. And we still buy both. So now they doubled up after we wasn't giving them no money, they double up. Because you're not buying nothing from none of us that look like this during Juneteenth. You're not coming to Mugzy buying no black. You're not doing it. You're not even going to Jerk House to buy no food. You're going to go buy the wings and the hot dog from the white man and go cook. So it's all in vain. It's stupid.
It's just a money-making thing.
It's a money-making thing. So, again, like I feel like everybody got a cost. Even the person that doesn't believe in God still count the money, and it says in God we trust.
Yeah.
You understand? Even the person that says I don't believe in no God, I don't have no religion, but your money saying God we trust, and you're gonna keep it in your pocket, right?
True.
And then they say, "Thank you, God."
Thank you, God. Oh my God. Oh my God. You see what I'm saying? So
Mike.
Merger.
Mike. Yeah,
time.
yeah, okay.
All right. So
Too much.
yes, people. Yes, people. Um, phone call? Oh yes, people. Thank you for tuning in to a next episode of the Garage. Mugzy, I appreciate it, man.
of course.
Like yo, I just hit you up and said, Mugzy, I have this podcast going on. I would like you to be on it, and you said no problem. You know, you just come through. And I know you're a busy guy. Like I'll be on social media. You're in Thailand. You're here. You're there. You're at this event. You're in Paris. You're in. You know, you're just everywhere. You know. So
No,
I
because
appreciate it, man.
I believe that when you say, you know, you mess with somebody or you want to support somebody, there's levels. I'm not going to be the guy that just liking something, watching someone, but like this kind of energy and coming into this room,
It's real.
Support.
It's
So
real.
that's why I'm here. I don't just speak. It don't matter if you had, this was your very first episode. I never seen any of that. Nah, it's you. I know you're a good man. And I'll never forget to this day one of my favorite compliments, because he always been. Mike also loved the logo because it's his name. That's one thing. So let y'all know that. But Mike told me to my face, he said, let me tell you, you like Polo, right? But your logo's 100 times better than that logo.
Nah,
and he tell me that, and I never got and that was like my third year making clothes. I've never got a compliment like that. And it's funny, Mike met me the year I changed this logo to my brand. That's the funny part. I didn't have this logo when I started. And it meant a lot to me at the time. So, of course, I paid for it. I'm here.
Respect, man. Respect.
Yeah.
No, but the logo is fire, though. Like, I haven't seen anything, like, close to it yet.
Thank you. I appreciate
Yeah.
that. I'm trying to go worldwide. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, man. I appreciate it.
You doing-
Paul,
Huh?
any closing statement?
Well, like I said, anybody that I hang around with, as you say, because I'm under a rock, right? I only come from under my rock to deal with real people. And what you call it, the garage is as real as it's gonna get. We're gonna get better with time. We're like wine. You understand?
Amen.
Tequila.
Tequila.
Agave.
Yeah. Take care. That's another
Another argument.
another argument. Why I eat the way I eat, drink the way I drink. That's another argument. All right. Much love.
Listen, just keep supporting black people, yeah, man. Please keep supporting the black community. That's all I have to say.
You want change, you gotta change the world yourself. That's how I see it.
Yeah, that's what I said. It starts with you, you know?
True.
'Cause It did start with me. I do not bite the Chinese restaurant, period.
Well,
I stop.
Yeah. So again, people, yes, thank you for tuning in to our next episode of the Garage Podcast. Please like, share, and subscribe.
Amen.
Thank you.
all right.
Bless.